Welcome to the CHYNA Nicole Show, 101.5 FM with RASBEKK. How are you?
Well, I'm great. How are you?
I'm well because you look great and you came all this way to be on the CHYNA Nicole Show on Linkage Radio. So, RASBEKK, we know you are an artist, and tell us where you were born.
Well, I was born in Jamaica. I was born in Western Kingston, in Jonestown, on Bembo Street.
I love how you're smiling when you say those names. You're smiling when you talk. This is my third time asking you for people who didn't know because we were interviewing before, and every time I ask you that, you smile. Why do you smile when you talk about when you were born?
Well, who wouldn't? Just the memory of Jamaica. You have to smile.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
yes. So talk about. So you grew up in Nannyville?
well, most of my life, I was like in Western Kingston. And my last place that I lived in Jamaica was Nannyville. Because that's where my mom, as I said, have her house. You know, so that's where I migrated from.
Okay. And your family, are they still in Jamaica or are they here in the U.S. or both?
Well, sometimes when people say family, I build my own family, you know. I build my family in America.
Oh.
But-
Explain that.
Well, I have my daughters, my sons, and people I might look young, but I have grands too.
You have grandchildren?
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness, you look like you're in your 20s. You look so good.
Well, I'm in the 20s granddaddy.
Happy being a granddaddy, you know? Okay, so you've been in America for over 30 years. And tell us about that transition being from Jamaica coming to America in the respect of adopting the culture. Would you say that you are American and Jamaican, being that you've been here so long?
No.
Okay, tell us about that.
There's no change to nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I am an grassroots Jamaican. That means my original, I'm from the core. You understand?
What does that mean? Tell us.
Well, when I say grassroots Jamaican, if you're not born in a Jamaica and grew up in a Jamaica till a certain time of your life, then you can't be grassroots. You understand? If you leave Jamaica before you was 20 years old, then you ain't no grassroots. You understand?
And grassroots, you mentioned before. Who did you say was from the area that you grew up?
Well, the original reggae man, the big man, Bob Marley, was originated in Jonestown. You know? And most of the reggae artists was originated in Jonestown also. I have some songs from some artists where they might tell you about the youth them from Trenchtown, and it's be an artist. You understand? So I must say big up all the people from Jonestown, Concrete Jungle, Trenchtown, Arnett Garden, bless up.
Norrisman is a big fan of the show. He's from that area. You know Norrisman?
Yeah, man, bad man, nurse man, oh yes.
He's listening right now.
Yeah, you know, big up nurse man.
Okay, friend from long time, you know, like a brother in the music industry. Okay, so you were telling us, so you don't consider yourself or have adapted to the American culture, because I watched your video this morning and it was a very good video, I must say. And you're talking about, you know, the difficulties and challenges there are in America. And that's why I asked you that question. Did you embrace the culture of being in America for so long, living in America, building your family, as you mentioned, working in America, and so talk about that, because you know, Jamaicans in Jamaica, they don't see Jamaicans that actually live here for X amount of years, a long time, as you know, still being so connected to Jamaica.
No, but you see, we personally did have to come open the way for them, so them can come later on. You understand? Because I'm going to say something. A lot of people that live in America who is Jamaican or West Indian, it's like their time when they come here, it was already made for them. Because when I came to this country, we couldn't play reggae music the way we play reggae music. And it was go back on your banana boat. You coconut, get out of here with your banana boat music.
Horrible.
And
that was horrible.
RASBEKK, I must say that I'm one of the guys who was to fight physically, you understand, to make our music on the street in America, because I remember when I used to walk with my boombox back in the days, and people used to say like, get off the street with your coconut music or your banana boat music. You understand? So we have to fight for them things because you know Jamaica when I take certain things. You understand? So them times we have to fight for it. So a lot of people that come now and them have it easy and them said this and them said that. And if remember, we paved the way for enough of honor. You understand? Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And so you still consider yourself a full Jamaican. You paved the way for many Jamaicans to live here in your own way, in your own right. So talk about your inspiration as a child. You grew up where Bob Marley is, predominantly from, or where he has gotten the name and the recognition, Trenchtown. And I visited Trenchtown many times. I don't know if you know Stone.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's still alive. And so talk about that, the influences of being a child, if you will, and how did that evolve in your adulthood in America?
Well, listen to this now. You see, when people talk about Bob Marley, I must say, big up to the world for Bob Marley, because Jamaican themselves never recognized Bob Marley until like 1981. I remember when Bob Marley died, I was in school, and I had was to do an essay on Bob Marley, and the people them never even know what Bob Marley right name was, and them are Jamaican. You understand? So when a lot of people talking about
talk
reggae,
about that. What school was this?
well, I used to go to Mona High School them time there, and it's
Okay.
like them time is like when Bob died, they gave us a paper with Redemption song. So I know that song word to word from that day. And it's like when they say on the question of the essay, one question was what was Bob Marley real name? And it's only about one person out of the whole class, which it was about 36 people that got it right. You understand? And I remember on Sundays when they used to play Bob Marley music, a lot of people used to tell them, yo, turn off that. You understand? So now that I see everybody, the whole world gravitating to Bob Marley tune and thing, and I must say, much love to the people them out there. At least you're learning.
You were the only one who knew his correct name in that school.
I mean, Robert Nesta Marley, man.
And I told people on all of my social networks, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, that there was a special reason why I invited you to this show, because I knew that you were going to drop major knowledge. You just talked about creating pathways for Jamaicans to come. You talked about how you were the only one in your class that knew Bob Marley's real name, Robert Nesta Marley. And that is surprising to many. I know that because I did some research when I was in Jamaica with children in school. And many of the teachers and the principal, they talked about how all of the literature, meaning the books in the classrooms and things like that, and content was really based upon all of foreign countries, the international countries. And there were very few about their own heritage and their own culture. And I found that astounding. I said, are you kidding me? You don't have a lot of literature and books about the great people, the things that I try to do, even on Linkage Radio, to educate people through interviews of people, talking about their own lives in their own way. What way to do a biography than let the people them do it themselves, or autobiography, you know what I mean? Or biography rather. So I say that because you were special. You knew your culture and your history, and you're teaching your own people in Jamaica. So how was you so immersed in your own culture? I know you grew up where Bob Marley, but was it that connection, or was it your family? How did you know so much about your own culture?
Well, I always seek, God, them say seek and you will find. And it's like this. I was living in a yard, what them call a tenement yard, with a bar in there. So every day the jukebox play. So you hear a lot of different music, but there's certain music that you really want to know who really sing this music. Who is this person? So if people around you can tell you, then you have to do some research. And at them time, we never have no computer. We don't research nothing. So we have to find books or go to the library, get certain things, and then we know what is what. And as an artist right now, I must say, to most of the reggae artists out there, it's still a shame. You understand? Because you nah say nothing for you people them. You nah tell the people them nothing. You nah teach them nothing. You understand? All you know about is the money. You understand? And I don't do music for money. I do music for the love of music.
Are you speaking to in general terms? Because there are some artists that are, you know, I think within the last, I think since Jamaica has enforced certain regulations on disc jockeys, because I know like 10 years ago was really bad, and even 5 years ago. And I do see a change with the music that's being put out and the artists, the caliber of artists. Like, you know, they talk about Chronics, Kabaka Pyramid, Janine, Protege. So do you think, and I don't know all of their music, I'm just learning about these artists, but I mentioned these artists because you said that, you know, Jamaicans are not saying anything, or some of the artists are not really saying anything. Do you think that there's a change in the right direction, or do you feel that there's a lot of work to do and that's just a few? What do you think?
Yo, there's a lot of works to do, because I'm going to say something. Because the music turned into a money thing, it's like, if most of the artists them can come and just to make a money, them go and do it. If most of the artists them going to talk about gun just to make a money, them go and do it. You understand? It's not that they don't know better. It's not that they can't write better lyrics. But at the same thing, who know better go do better. You understand? Because like Bob did say, I know do music for money. But if the money come, I gotta deal with it. And when he got the opportunity, it's like the group never want to follow him. You understand? But him look on them and say, yo, when my son get older, what me tell him say, me get the opportunity and dash it away. You understand?
You really know a lot about Bob Marley.
Yeah,
you referred to him a lot.
A long time in the business. You know, a lot of people might not hear about RASBEKK, know about RASBEKK.
Well, they're hearing you now.
Right
We have hundreds and thousands of listeners listening to you right now. Yeah, so that was excellent. I'm digesting what you said.
Yeah, man, it's real.
And
so
everyone else's.
Now that we have computers and we have the net, on a research on the history of Jamaican and Jamaican artists, if you are interested in this, because everything, you name it, you name the artist, even when him not have no name. Once you can type in something on him, you're going to find something on him. So we now need to start research on our people. You understand? Because I want the people them out there know that this week is Jamaica week. Jamaica Independence is Thursday.
We've been celebrating that on Linkage Radio.
And the reason why I really say this, I was holding a conversation with somebody today, and they said, who was the first Prime Minister of Jamaica? You understand? And for all of you out there who don't know, the first Prime Minister of Jamaica was Bustamante. You understand? Sir Alexander Bustamante was the first Prime Minister of Jamaica from 1962 to 1967. You know, and Jamaica got independent in 1962, so Jamaica going to be 53 years old on Thursday. So one of the people them celebrate the 53rd with Linkage Radio and RASBEKK, because I will be on air on Thursday night also.
And we're going to talk about that. Before you go into there, we're going to talk about that, RASBEKK, because you are the truth.
Mother.
You're the truth, you know. Where did I get you from? We've been hiding all these years.
Why I forgot to ask my mother, I know. Love her like life. Mama, big up.
Oh, is she in America?
Yeah, man. Right now, she'll listen to me. I'm sure of that.
Big up, mommy.
She support me every
RASBEKK's mother. Very nice.
Yeah,
I know
man.
she must be smiling and so proud of you. So, all right. Who did you really gravitate to as a child listening to music?
Oh my God.
Name a couple of artists. I know.
So much people.
I know. I understand that. Just name a few that you can remember.
Again,
that just
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
Toots and the Maytel. Eric Donaldson. Jimmy Cliff. And I must say the first song I did was in Jimmy Cliff's studio, Oneness, and that was long time.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's that. So
Do you remember the song?
I mean, man,
Sing a verse of that song on Jimmy Cliff's studio. Your very first. Was that your first recording?
First time I recorded a tune.
What year was that?
1979.
So you've been in the business longer than 25 years, my dear.
I am here.
You've been in the longer.
But I took it serious around that time.
But your first record was in Jimmy Cliff's studio.
Yeah.
I just interviewed Computer Paul, big up to Computer Paul. And he talked about...
Big up the whole album of you.
And he talked about his record with Jimmy Cliff. That's his biggest record to date. Sing a little bit of that song. What's the name of it?
Mama see, mama sa, mama makusa. Cause this was long time, you know. Mama see, mama sa, mama makusa. Mama see, mama sa, mama makusa. Come mama see, mama sa, mama makusa. Come me say three man in the club, then them a do the bad up. No them tickle, and them tickle, and them start get trouble. But me reading at the Bible key and kill the able. And them tell her that man eat nothing on the apple. Cause if you eat the apple, it don't cause no trouble. And that did a walk, it don't tell disciple. Boom!
Linkage radio always a
No, I was
mash
looking at
it.
this one. That's what I was looking for.
Feeling irate.
That was from 1979. Trust me, no joke.
That was great. So, all right, we can get into how it was working with Jimmy Cliff, but let's move forward. That was in 1979. So those iconic people were your inspiration to do music, and Jimmy Cliff obviously saw something in you in 1979 that you're an artist and you have something special about you to express. Yeah, tell us.
It's a Jimmy Cliff wife, Sheila. Me and Sheila was good friend. So I used to go up there by the house up by Lady Musgrave Road, and the studio was right there in the garage. You understand? So we used to go in there and we do our thing. Jimmy used to come like sit in for an hour, and then he tell his driver, yo, drop me to the airport. I'm leaving, you know? Because Jimmy is not a man that sit around, straight up and down. Okay. You know, he's always on the move.
Okay.
So it's from them time we've been doing our thing. And I must say big up to my brethren, Margaret's. Anyway, I'm the card. I mean, I'm Margaret's to do that tune in the back in them time.
Nice. Thank you for that history.
You're welcome.
So talk about how you came into when you took it professionally. You said 25 years ago you actually took it professionally. Talk about that.
All right. You want to say now, migrate and there in New York and a more opportunity. Enough more sound. Small sound here, small sound there, small sound everywhere. So my friend, them everybody was DJ. So everybody want to go DJ and a sound, but it's the Ottoman that really tell the tears are last in the business. So everybody a DJ, and I come around, just come from Jamaica amongst my friend them, and like everybody start look for me when me start work. So it's like when I start going out there and doing my thing and people start gravitate to my thing, I so the people them are respond to my thing, me I say, yo, I think I'm ready for this now. You know what I mean? And then I start doing my thing. And I can remember my first show I did when the producer come to me, I was in my kitchen.
What producer?
Well, him name a Tallman, you know, him get drop out and I'm there at Jamaica.
Okay.
You know, but when Tallman came, it was me, General Trees, Bumpy, that is Johnny Osborne, Sammy Dread, Mike Babylus, Key and Joes, bless of Key and Joes, yeah. And I opened the show, but the thing is, when I was in my kitchen and man, so Bex, me I put up on the show, you know the first thing my friend them look at me and say,
What they say?
yo, you gotta get cold feet. I said, just wait till the night of the show and come watch me. You see me? So, I don't have time to get cold feet. I don't even see nobody in front of me when I work and I just work. Because I think I have time to pay them mine. Nah, man, if I have time to pay them mine, I go flop.
That's
you
right.
understand? So, I don't have no time for that. So, anytime I do I work, I just go do it. Shit. I'm gone.
So you crushed it. So they loved you.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
Yeah, man.
So we have to wrap up. I would like to talk about your new works. Tell us about your new works. How many? Do you have any albums out?
Well,
or singles?
I'm working on my album.
You're working on your
but
album?
I have a lot of singles out.
So you have a lot of singles already out.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you say gave you the most highlight out of those singles? Like what producer would you say?
I mean, I'm a one producer, man.
You
Big up my
produce-
brethren, Dreadnought from Germany. Top. Well, I'm on the 12 Gate label, and I have my own label, which is the Lion Love label. And me and my brethren, Dreadnought from Germany, he's a white man still, but a Rasta. From him art and him have him long locks, see me. But me and him really and truly, he came to visit me a couple of years ago, and we started some work together. And he started to do some production for me, but at the same time, it wasn't benefiting me. It was more benefiting them.
Wow.
You
Talk about,
understand?
like, what do you mean?
When I say people from all over the world would call me and say, yo, your videos all over Europe. Your songs is
You
all
have
over
10,000 plus followers, RASBEKK.
Europe." Yeah, but you see, me not really push it. All YouTube do them thing. If me da push it, me would have much more than that. Cause when me I tell you, say, me lock down Europe already, you know, cause the whole of Europe know me. You know?
Yeah, I
And-
saw that. I was very surprised.
And when people are calling me from Europe in person and I say, yo, every channel I go on, I see your video. I hear your music here. Then something I go on.
Yes.
Producer and answer to me. And when I call producer right now, I say, yo, I go on. I'm going to get back to you. And as friend, through a friend thing, when I am to take it serious certain way.
Oh, see, you know, there was an article about, actually it was on, I don't know if I saw it on Linkage page or it was a page, but I saw an article that talked about management. Oh, it was on Foundation Radio Networks, about management and how most Jamaicans artists use their friends or exchange their previous management, and this is not specifically for you, but for friends. But the reason why I brought that article up that I read is because when you said friend, you have to, you know, the business is a business. Here it is. You have over 10,000. Everyone, we're speaking to RASBEKK on 101.5 FM Linkage Radio on the CHYNA Nicole show. And RASBEKK is a fabulous artist who's been in the business since 1979, but professionally for 25 years. And he has over 10,000 followers. That's powerful. And for your friend who was working with you to not really tell you anything, to withhold certain information, that you can, you know, certainly capitalize on those 10,000 plus followers that's yearning and eager for your music. So I guess, you know, you're a smart individual. You know, what will you do now that we're talking about this? I don't know if you have any new revelations, but in the article it talked about not having friends as managers and having people who really know the business. And I'm not saying he was your manager, but he was your partner, as you mentioned. Is there anything you'd like to respond to what I'm saying?
Well, that is true. Anything you do, not just music. It's not good for you to have friend, manager, friend, a
Unless they're
producer.
expert in that field.
Definitely.
Right.
You know, because they are looking for themselves first anyway. You know, and then, like my friend, I don't have nothing against my friend, and I love him same way. You understand? But at the same time, what I'm saying is that we did a compilation album, which is called The Ghetto Vibration, with several different artists. King Kong, some artists from Germany, and myself, I Choose Ya, Jiggy Phantom, quite a few artists. And if you check that out on iTunes, it did real good. And it's not about me. It's about the other artists. Them, I would like to see them get something out of their music, because I know if me I go get mine.
So now that you know that you have this album and you have all these followers, is it possible that you connect with some promoters in Europe, being that that's where your fan base, you're saying that's where your music was excelling?
Well,
Or is that difficult?
I want to tell you, say, enough promoter from Europe link me, but it's like, I don't really want to work with nobody, you know. I want to work with myself, because I know what I'm capable of doing.
What do you mean yourself? A promoter has to book you for a show. You can't be a one man that does it
Yeah,
all. You have to rely
no.
on someone.
You want no China.
Yes.
You see, for booking, me have people who are ready for do them things.
Okay, so you have a team is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not you specifically.
No, not
okay.
just me, man. Me have my team, but I'm me are the man.
Right.
You understand? Me not put nobody over me. One person I put over me and a God. You understand? Because him a lead.
So would you like to give that information out for people that want to book you? Because again, you have 10,000 plus followers, friends. RASBEKK does.
Mm-hmm.
That means you have a fan base that's developed, that knows about you.
Definitely.
That's great. And you don't have an album for yourself yet. Singles. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously. you know. So would you like?
Yeah, man, me have an album. Man, me have a photo album.
Okay. So we're gonna wrap up because you know, it's a commercial break. It's a little bit past commercial break. Sorry. And because you know the whole technology, and we were trying to get everything smooth for your interview. So talk about your new single and where people can find you.
All right. You see this? At the bomb. This one is me and I Choose. And for a lot of people out there who don't know who is I Choose is Jamaican younger brother. And this one is by me and I Choose. And we just finished wrapping up the video last night. And the song is called Oja. One thing I'll tell the world, I'm vex. Or I never put out my tune longer because Eddie Murphy come make the money when I make. Oja.
Big up to Eddie Murphy. I mean, it'll be great if Eddie
mean?
Murphy links with you and do a remix. You know, you never know
love
where this
that.
interview can go. Or you know who's listening. You never
So
know.
big up to Eddie Murphy because
Absolutely.
that song that he did, Oja, it's a great song. But I had mine like 5 years before him. You understand?
Sing a little bit of it since we don't have the recording.
Well,
Is it difficult because you and
no,
I?
it's not difficult,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But I know what Choja listen still. I should have really link him up and thing and
Big up, I Truja?
yeah, big up.
Yeah, man, I
Ichuja.
play this tune, Bud.
See?
Give them the youth.
I
Bad
know
tune.
enough bad tune, man.
Bad. Bad. Trust me, every time I hear it, I want to jump up and start that. Big up, I Truja.
Yeah, man,
Big up
Choja.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Big up John Mason, the whole family.
Ah.
Ah.
And I must say big up to Azzy, the man who did the video, Azzy Dillamore. And boy, I mean, I tell you, last night when I sit and I watch the video, yo, man. you did a
Really?
great job,
Your
bro.
other video, Jamaica Me Come From, right? That's the name of the
Jamaica
song?
me born and
Major Me
New York
Bond.
me live.
Yeah, New York Me Live. That's crazy. Everybody go on YouTube. Look at that video. Hot. Hot.
Yeah, man. And
Seriously.
That was done by Azzy Dillamore also. So
Yeah,
I'ma say
okay.
big up to Azzy Dillamore.
The director is
He's
excellent.
the director. He is the cameraman.
You hear the
he's
passion
an
in your
artist.
voice. Is he really?
know,
I know. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead. Talk about the director. Go ahead. I'm just
Well,
talking about you in
well,
the videos.
Well,
Amazing.
he's an artist also. He's the cameraman. He shoot the video. He's the lead guitarist. Man, bud, trust me. He's
What's
in
his name?
Brooklyn, Azzy Dillamore. And
Big up.
you can find him on YouTube. You can find him everywhere too. Cause I not left out my people. Them cause as I say, I know me alone I roll. I'm a team. And from me and my team.
Why
I
didn't
roll.
invite CHYNA to Nicole in your video?
Well, you know what?
I'm just kidding.
No.
Sing a piece
This
of the
is
song.
not a kidding thing.
No,
One second,
no, and
China,
I
I
said-
still
no,
going
it's
to invite you
fine.
for something.
No,
but
it's
here.
really. No, seriously. No, seriously.
All right,
seriously.
because you want
It
to
was
hear the
just-
song so
Yes,
bad,
I do. I
will
wanna hear
give
the
you
song.
a piece of the song.
Yes.
But we're not on a beat right now, so we're going to do it.
Oh, you want me to find a
acapella.
rhythm? I can find a rhythm.
Give me anything.
Anything.
Anything. We can just write on it. But me, I'll give them when we want to give them.
Okay. Let me find a rhythm. Go ahead and shout out your people and while I look for a rhythm for you.
And I must say, big up to the Most High God, because He is the one that makes it possible. Big up to my mother, Miss Gloria, Mama G, my sister, my brother, my daughter, them, my son, them. And as I said, I have my grandkids. Big up to them same way because all of them are musicians. You know, big up to I Choja, the whole Lion Love family. And I would say big up to Azzy Dillamore and the old soldiers of justice family.
I'm going to give you the So Pleasing rhythm with Luciana and Chezidek and
I
Ichuja.
Choja and the works.
Yeah, that's going on well. Somebody in Montego Bay told me it's going on very well.
Yeah, well, I should have bring a copyright for you about next time.
Do you hear the rhythm?
Yeah, man. Hey. Oja, I just love calling your name. Some people gonna laugh at me, cause they can't feel my pain. Oja, I just love calling your name. And I know when I do, it's not in vain. For all the people out there, listen. And don't worry, don't cry, when the storm of life raging high. When you feel like your world has come to an end, call on Jah, believe in Him.
Very nice.
Yeah, only that I give people them tonight.
Yeah. Did you have to change the key to match the rhythm just now?
Yeah, cause
You're great.
The rhythm is different, so
Yeah.
You know?
You did good. That's an
you.
artist, a true artist. Touch me now. Okay, so where can people that's a new song and the video's just been filmed last night. Where can people find your works and how can they get in touch with you?
Well, this is respect. Man, I'm going to give you no holy power. Rare. RASBEKK. Google me. When you Google me, you find everything about me.
Would you like to give out your email address or a phone number or anything like that? Or
Well,
a booking
all right,
or
again.
your team's phone number or anything?
I guess I got several email address, but you can link me on lionloveshow@gmail.com.
Talk about really quick. Lion Love Show.
Well, the Lion Love Show is a radio show on Blog Talk Radio, and that's my show. And it's on every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 until 10 p.m. and every Sunday from 7 to 9. And trust me, we are playing the latest and the best of music right now. So if you all want to listen to the Lion Love Show, it's every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 until 10 p.m. and Sunday from 7 to 9. Just log into Blog Talk Radio, put in the Lion Love Show in the search box, and you have.
Make sure you big up Linkage Radio when you do your thing, you know. And Lion Love Show.
Well, yo, I always big up Linkage Radio.
Okay.
And hold up there. Me not done yet.
Oh.
Me have some people where me have to big up from Linkage Radio. Me have to big up man like Humble Lion, which is Linkage brother. See?
Humble Lion.
Me have to big up Princess K down in Jamaica. Straight. It's a Karen Foster bus or Jamaica my band. See? And a lot of people don't know RASBEKK, as I said, but the award 2-3 years ago, she was there. I was there.
Yeah? At Linkage Awards?
Of course.
Nice.
And me nah stop till me depend Linkage Award and me get the award. You understand?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, that I don't know about me. Me have to depend it. But in case you all want to be book RASBEKK for any show or anything like that, you can get me at 347-641-0411. And again, it's 347-641-0411. When you link me there, so me give you the information to all of my people. Them
Trust me, if you watch his videos, you're going to want to book him. He's amazing. Over 10,000 followers. And the video is crazy. It's gorgeous.
And again, we
Passion.
keep it clean.
It's clean music. Would you like to leave encouraging words for the fans and new listeners and new audiences?
Well, for my fans, them, keep it clean. Keep listening to RASBEKK because I have a whole lot of songs coming out for you. And I'm currently in the studio working right now. I don't want to put too much songs out at the same time because I'm not kill myself. But at the same time, I have my songs and people have been asking me, what happened to RASBEKK when you coming out with a new song? But and just keep waiting and keep listening because I'm not going to hear them.
Thank you so much. I'm going to play your song, RASBEKK, Jamaica Mabon, and it's just a vocal, and then you'll get the music to me. Thank you so much for being a part of our show. Your new fans, new listeners, old Linkage loyal listeners, and your other fans have certainly enjoyed you today as we have.
You're most welcome. And I must say it was a pleasure being here with you. And it was a pleasure having you on my show last week, Sunday also.
Oh, I love being on your show.
And
It's amazing.
trust me,
It's
I'll
awesome.
always tell people about Linkage Radio because Linkage Radio are number one up in our Mount Vernon.
Thank you. Thank you so much, RASBEKK.